water. Oh, am I live? I'm live, aren't I? Sorry, I didn't realise I was live. Yeah, whatever. Time to get started, I suppose. So... here we are then, in the new area that I have been building in the last couple of streams. Earlier today I built this, this little bridge here. I built this kind of limestone pavement area we have going on over here. And I did this emerald cavern down here, which looks pretty cool. And so next... oh, it's the time-lapse camera being naughty again. Let me check what he's doing. Oh, yes, it is doing something wrong. Don't know what, but... Let's try that again. No, okay. Let me just... Cam target. No. Oh wait, no, it is working. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We're all good, I think. Okay. Sorry about that. I think we're all good. Oh, you've seen, was it Malam Tarn then? Oh, it's not good, is it not? Let me investigate real quick. Sorry guys, I wasn't actually ready to go live quite yet, so... let me just see what's happening. Yes, it is not good. Let's try this, maybe? That should have fixed it, I think. Yeah. Oh, not quite. There we go. Done, done, done. Yeah. I also visited Malam... was it Malam Tarn? I also visited the same place. And that's kind of what inspired me, actually, to build this. And just excuse me for one more second. I've just realised one last thing that I still haven't set up. So I just want to get my feed of subscribers so that I can congratulate people for subscribing. There we go, okay. Good. All good, all good. Right. Ready. So, let me show you around then, Samuel. So, let me just real quick fly all the way back over here and I'll show you where we were. So, past the mushrooms, all the way over here is where we were. Necromancer Land, Virulent Valley as I've called it. Thanks to whoever suggested that. I can't remember who exactly it was, but it was a good suggestion. And through past the moors is this gorge that I've been working on. Okay. So, I was thinking about working up here now. So immediately the wrong place for my camera to be in. So you know what? I'm immediately just going to move that camera over because I don't want it to be in the wrong place. In fact, it's not even following me anymore, is it? Oh, gosh. You know what? I'm not going to bother with the following. I'm just going to center it here. Because clearly the following is not playing at the moment. So I'm just going to center it here so we can see what's happening. Righty. Okay, we can switch back over and get started. So, something here. We have this forest here. It would probably make sense for it to be forest, wouldn't it? So, let's start with a real quick overlay of... Not overlay, actually. A blob brush. I think we've already done a blob brush, but I'm going to go again because I'm not sure it was enough. So we'll go for a splatter ball, actually. And we will use... Oh, I have no life, do I not? Oh. I guess I'm dead. So just a little bit on here. I think that'll probably be okay, and we'll just do a quick smooth brush now. Just smooth these guys back in. In fact, we need a slightly larger one. Maybe we just get rid of all those floaters. There we go. Yes. Hey, no worries, you didn't know what time it was going to start, so anything is good. So, what I'm going to do now is an overlay brush. I'm going to do overlay D1, and I'm actually going to use this brush, which is a different one, and this will pile dirt on top. We are going to use dirt, and I'm going to change the size here down so that we're a little bit more careful. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle dirt around the place, and I will be joining that back up kind of after the fact into a little bit more of an even distribution, or less circular anyway distribution. I should have used coarse dirt for this actually, because as soon as grass growth is turned back on, it's going to turn back into regular dirt. So actually, maybe I'll just real quick do that. Yes, okay. So I'm actually going to really quick just do that. So I'm going to take a brush sphere. Coarse dirt, is it? 20? Oh, okay, so it's got a data value, I think. Hello. Yeah, 3-1, that's right. So brush sphere 3-1 will give me the coarse dirt. We're going to use size 20, and I'm just going to do mask dirt, and then I'm just going to go whop. Whop, whop, whop. And then that will... It's so much uglier than regular dirt. Oh well. It'll do, it'll do. In fact, I might, since I'm on it, let's take this all the way around and just make sure that no grass is going to grow on my mountains of trees here. Course, that's correct, yes. And we just real quick take this all over. I wonder how I got this to be the shape. Oh, I remember now actually. I got the dirt to lay out like this with a certain... I think I put the dirt on and then I used the voxel sniper commands after the fact, maybe? Might have been how I did it. Okay, so that ought to make sure no grass will grow here anymore, which is good. Okay, so that's that problem solved. Now what I'm going to do is go through by hand a little bit, and we'll just kind of lay out a little bit of coarse dirt, just to kind of break up the circles, make sure we haven't got any circles anymore. Like here, for example, why there's circles here? Let's get rid of those. And through here. Get rid of these guys. nice. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. I don't know if you've seen that area, Godzilla. I'll just give you a quick show around, just so you can actually see. I don't know if I've showed that whole area, but there it is. Peaceful Valley. The name of that particular section, or so I've called it. People, you can call it what you like. You can call it Ugly Valley, or something that begins with V to make a more pithy name. Visible Valley. How about that? Okay, I think that'll do. And now what we'll do is I'm going to take a brush tree. Now, how do I do this? It's a B tree mega redwood for a start. So let's do that. So I'm going to take these mega redwoods and I'm just going to absolutely pile them on here. And in here... I still don't know who Jarrowcraft is. I've heard a couple people mention that person, but I mean, I'm not very famous, you know? I can't just collab with anybody I feel like. And let's see, big redwood. Tall redwood, that's what it's called. So, oh wow, that's a tall redwood, is it? Looks tall to me. Lol. Okay. So, yeah, this looks good actually. I think this is the appropriate thing to have done. And get a couple more in there. And maybe one on there. And we will grab some regular redwoods now. If they can fit, I think they can. So these will more or less try to... Oh, it's difficult to place regular redwoods, I remember now. But we will try our best. Ah, some of them are going in. Yeah, okay, actually, maybe it's not as difficult as I thought it was. And as soon as I said that, it's now proving a bit more difficult. And, right then, let's have a look. Yes, this looks good actually, and I quite like the kind of open space here. I think we're going to maintain this, so this kind of open rocky space here looks quite nice. I'm definitely going to try and keep that around. I'm actually going to bring, because we haven't really got any over here, I'm going to kind of bring a couple over here, just to kind of get at the back of this section. And maybe we can have one down here, edging towards this moorland. Yes, okay. So that's actually quite thick now, but that's fine. That's good. I think it's just great. So let's have a look from this side actually and see what we've done, because we are actually, as we're doing this, we're adjusting this build slightly. So it hasn't really affected it too much, but this looks like a lot more like a real forest now, and less like just a ridge of trees, which is kind of what we have over there. So that's actually good. No damage to the build at the back. So I'm going to put a couple of trees out further along here. Let's just do that. And boom. And we'll leave, I suppose we'll leave this section be for now. What else can we do here? So I want to have a quick punch over this section actually. Let's make this a little bit more interesting in a shape, because it is a little bit dull right now. We've got these real, a lot of diagonals from the smooth brush, and I want to try and kind of break those up a little bit, and just try and make a little bit more exciting a shape here. I'm going to work this in, we'll make this look a little bit more like a boulder. And if I do get PC, well, I haven't really let any of the viewers on, and generally speaking, to be honest, all the time I'm spending on Minecraft, you're watching anyway, so it's not like a whole lot, unless you enjoy well, yeah, apart from video editing, mostly my time on Minecraft is just streaming, to be honest. So there's not really much more to join, I suppose. At some point I might let the viewers on. I know I've been saying this a lot, and it is still on my mind, letting the viewers spectate or fly around the world and see it, or else join and spectate, but maybe not build at this point. But that is, I just haven't really got around to it. I think I should probably spend a little bit of time and try and investigate that, allowing you guys to join. So this looks kind of cool now. I want maybe a little bit more water here, so let's go for, maybe we can have like a kind of a stream coming through. I don't know what that's going to look like. Looks a bit weird, actually. Just a random stream going from nowhere to nowhere. Let's get rid of it. More like this, maybe. And maybe we can get another tree in here. So let's do that, actually. Grass block here, and I'll just grab my brush again, and tree! Yes, a tree. There we go. So let's get one on there as well, because it looks like a good place for a tree. Although, overall, it looks a bit weird with the crushed grass, so let's get rid of that. And in fact, let's get some podzol. That should be the next thing, shouldn't it? So I know there's probably a good technique for this, beyond using a sphere brush, but I don't know it at the moment, so I'm going to use a sphere brush. So I'm going to do a brush, cylinder. No, I'll do a brush sphere. Podzol 2, real small, maybe even smaller than that, maybe 1.5. And then I'll do a mask dirt 3. Is it dirt 3? No, it's a dirt 1, isn't it? There we go. Okay, and I can use this, and I can go bang. And doing that, I can create podzol underneath the trees here. And that's what I'm going to do on this side. I'm not going to do it all the way around because I can't really be bothered too much. So I'm just going to avoid taking it the full way around. And let's take that in there. Oh, that's grass, not dirt. Oh well, I'm not too worried. You know what? Maybe I can do dirt and grass on the mask as well, so that we can hit everything. Yes. Cool, cool, cool. And in there, and there. We'll get that bit, and that one. Whoa. And in here. There we go. I think that will work. That gives us a little bit more interesting pseudo-realistic ground coverage. And so, fun fact, word pseudo actually means not. So when we say something is pseudo-realistic, what it literally means is not realistic. Which is funny. Did not know that personally. So there we go. It gives us a little bit of a forest there. Yeah, this is looking quite nice now, quite natural. What I'm going to do here is take a sphere brush, a cylinder brush. Let me see here. No, I'm not. I'm going to take a. No, I am. Brush, cylinder, stone, 3, and I'm just going to use this to just bulk out along here so that we get a rising effect instead of just this kind of extremely flat, unrealistically flat surface that we have at the moment here. This just raises it up a little bit because, you know, nature is not perfect. It's not perfectly flat, certainly. in many places. So I'm going to raise this up again at the back here, and then I'm going to run over with... maybe I'll use some kind of a melt brush on it. Let's try a melt brush just for fun. So, melt... a small one, real small melt brush here. Teeny weeny one. Zombie crusher. At the moment, no, I'm afraid. Oh, I see what this is going to do. Okay, this is not doing what I want. Let's do a lift brush, and we'll just do a... Oh, it's doing quite a lot of damage, actually. Also not what I really had in mind. I guess we'll do it by hand. Maybe a smooth brush is really what I needed. I don't know. Sorry, yeah, Zombie Crusher. At the moment, you can't join. It's a private server, so if I started to let people on, we'd have hundreds of people kind of messing about, and so no, at the moment, sorry. What are you guys talking about? 1990? 2017? I kind of missed the beginning a little bit. Just gonna take the edges a little. There we go. Yes, that looks nice. And we have this really kind of severe, unrealistic kind of shelf effect here, and that's not going to happen naturally unless there was, well, no, it's not going to happen naturally really. So let's just try and blend a little bit in. Oh, you were talking about Grand Theft Auto. Oh yeah, GTA goes back quite a long time. I'm just gonna build up a little more. Yeah, that's a little bit better, I think. Just a little bit more blended in. Yes. So that gives us kind of a little ridge to play with that we can maybe use later for something. At this point, maybe not. This section here kind of needs a bit of love as well, so maybe we should give it a little bit of attention. Let's put a forest here. Tall redwood. So I'm going to go for a redwood forest in this section since it's presently kind of dirty. And I'm going to go for regular redwoods. We're not going to go for any mega redwoods here because it doesn't really make sense. Come on. There we go. Yes. A little more. Come on. Yes. And some in there. Yes, there we go. I think that'll work. I think we got enough trees there, probably. Yes. Okay, that quite changes this a little bit because it actually blocks out that view there, but I think that's okay. I think it's okay. We get this kind of valley effect, which is quite nice. Have a quick fly over here and see what this looks like from this angle. Oh, you're talking about the movie It? Sorry, I see. I never actually gave this section the attention it really needed, so maybe this should be the next section. I guess I can do it now. Not really anything else going on, is there? So on the other side we had... oh, there's a little glowstone there. On the other side over here we had this kind of alpine area. We had an alpine meadow there, so maybe we could go for that. Or... Let's put in a few trees, maybe, but not too many. Just kind of on the high ground. And I guess let's go for some ferns too. We'll get kind of a lot of ferns in here. How am I going to do this? We do an overlay with ferns, but I don't really want to do that because I don't want ferns to be everywhere. Hello, never forget. Welcome. All praise Ghostrix Ace, for he hath arrived amongst us. Oh, my favourite movie. Oh, I have a number of favourite movies. Maybe my favourite one, I watched quite a lot as a kid, was Last of the Mohicans. I love that movie. It's great. This is a copyright song, etc. That's all you can get. I'm just kind of indiscriminately shrubbing this area. I'm going to make this into kind of a bushy, shrubby kind of region, I think. I'm going to get the big ones next. Bring out the big guns. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it looks kind of good. It looks kind of like what I'm imagining. I'm imagining, you know, kind of wild hillsides, I suppose, in national parks and such. You get like whole sections of really ferny ferns, like bracken is kind of what I'm imagining. I don't know if you guys know bracken. If you have it where you are, if you Google that, you'll probably find out exactly what bracken is. But that's kind of what I'm imagining. Tends to show up around heather as well, so appropriate placement, really. Yes. Getting a load of these guys in here. Let's have a look. Yes, yes. And then I'm going to go with some bushes too, of various descriptions. I probably should have put the bushes in first, actually, shouldn't I? Godzilla, what's your favourite movie? I like the one where I fight Mothra. Roar. How about you, Gex? Did you tell us your favourite movie yet? Okay, so let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Blends in a bit with the area down here, so that's good. So I'm going to grab some spruce leaves. I'm just going to go for some, in fact, we tried this before and it didn't really work, did it? I was going to use a blob brush or something, but let's just kind of bush out in a few places. Just some, whoops, that's quite a tall bush. I'm not too worried about this, it doesn't really matter too much, the placement. And let's bush out here. Bush out. And we'll get a couple bushes in here. Hello, Matthias. And let's get some in here. And maybe one in here. In fact, I'm going to go kind of with a lot of bushes here, really kind of bulk this out just to make it kind of a lot more interesting to look at. Instead of just kind of bare and barren. It's going to look very messy by the time I'm finished, but I think that's okay. Don't think it matters too much. Let's have a quick look. Yes, I think that's quite nice. So let's take a quick look from kind of prime angle here. So yeah, we get this kind of bushy, overgrown section up there, which I think looks quite nice. Maybe we can get a pond. I think water would make sense here. Probably doesn't, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, with the kind of terrain that I've got here, but it's okay. We don't have to be too careful about what we do. It is a fantasy land. There is a giant mushroom over there. Hey, no worries, Jerome. We're just getting started, really. Or, well, I don't know, actually. My girlfriend actually hasn't even set off yet, so... I think a giant cave is a great idea, and I've already kind of had a plan for that, actually. So let me show you what I was thinking, actually, in the way of cave. I'm not going to start it yet because I kind of want to get this finished. But so we've got this kind of emerald cavern here, and I was thinking we could kind of extend it all the way back here. There's actually some space that I left specifically for that, and open it out into basically the same kind of design as this, except instead of these little 2-3 block stalactites, it's just huge crystals. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, that's water, sorry. It's just really watery tea. Water is just no, it's indefensible, isn't it? I didn't have time to make the tea, right? Okay. Anyway, so that region is... I mean, we could just totally demolish that later. It only took a few minutes to build, but that just makes that so much nicer to look at. I'm actually going to bring some ferns down here, too. Oh, I know what I can do, actually, to make that a little bit nicer, perhaps, is some... Gosh, this looks a bit weird, actually, doesn't it? I wasn't really planning on getting bogged down in the terraforming of this particular section, but, I mean... I'm going to have to do it sooner or later, I suppose. This section has been fairly neglected. Oh, I had some grass down here, actually, didn't I? Shall I go and get some tea? I can put a brew on right now, shall I? Maybe I should move the kettle onto my desk so that we can have some... onto the table here so that we can have some tea at the desk. This section here also needs some work, but I'm going to leave it for now. We're working on the canyon over here. So... that's cool. Oh yeah, I wanted to work along here next, actually. So, bring this over. And out a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of create kind of earth patches, kind of around the... around this surface here. Oh, it's such a nice contrast there. It looks quite nice together. I mean, don't look too closely, but... In fact, is that the same texture, just different colours? So yeah, I'm just going to kind of fill out a little bit so that we can have a nice... more realistic looking, I suppose, edge to this forest. I'm going to get a few ferns in here. Not too many, though. Maybe a couple down here. There's actually no ferns up in this forest here, so maybe I should be careful about placing ferns here. I don't want to commit to ferning the entire forest. Alright, this is boring here. There's nothing here. So let's make this a bit more interesting, maybe with some layers in it. We can put some layers. So let's put some kind of rolling layers in here. So real thin one. How about that? So we'll do a proper snipe here. Oh, we can actually. I think there's a way to do that. BS, is it? Snipe. Yes. So if I use this brush, yeah. Okay. So let's undo that, and we'll take this as a voxel. V is andesite. There we go. And we can kind of paint through here to make some kind of interesting shapes. Yeah, and I'm going to do that a couple times. Oh, I'm going to stop responding for a second there, that was weird. Oh, yes, I see, we still got... I spammed it so many times that the massive backlog of commands, I guess. Oops. Oh gosh. What is going on here? My mouse is not responding correctly. Boom. Okay, well this kind of went wrong with all the spam, so I'm just going to kind of amend that a little bit. Let's just take a step back and see what that kind of looks like. Can't really see it, can we? So let's try now with a voxel of diorite. So I'm going to do the same kind of pattern kind of along here. Over here, hopefully. There we go. Maybe create a little bit more interesting shape. We'll do the same thing kind of here. Whoops. We'll bring that one up. So I've tried to stay away from too many kind of big organics on this. And I'm not sure, the main problem is really to try and fit, I mean organics they've got to be like fully gigantic. Oh yeah, shoot. So I find that sometimes with organics it's sometimes better just to not try and start them unless, well what am I trying to say here? I sometimes like to have them be kind of separated from, I would prefer to have them separated from the kind of more real scale builds. So I like the idea, but I don't think I can fit it, basically. It will take up a lot of space to get it fitted. Nice, nice. Yeah, that looks kind of nice actually. Let's try and put in, see if we can work in like another boulder. So let's say this looks kind of like a boulder here, doesn't it? So let's make this into kind of a boulder shape. One, yes. Over here. Yes. Nice. Well done. That's good. Have you been working on that all day? If you want to send me pictures, you can do so. I have a Facebook page, and I do like getting pictures from my from fans. I think it was it Samuel? Did you send me photos on the on my Facebook page? Actually, just noticed there's like some nasty holes around the place, so let's just kind of get rid of some of those. I forgot how fun using the sniper brush is actually, so maybe we'll have to use that a bit more in future. Oh, it wasn't you. Okay, sorry. Someone from Brazil, I think, sent me some cool screenshots on my Facebook, which I really enjoyed seeing. Like they were really nice, really cool builds. Okay. So, I mean, I think that side looks a lot nicer now. One thing I'm concerned about actually is the fact that it doesn't really make sense for these ridges to just disappear. So, let's bring this through now. And we can get this whole ridge, whole like vein to continue down. Just gonna kind of bring it across now. We'll bring it through to here, just because I don't like the fact that it just vanishes like that. Ooh. Okay, got a bit more than I bargained for. Oops. Is it still going? No, it stopped. Okay. That's nice. That one already kind of finished, so that's good. That's better, I think. Yeah, so we get the kind of... It comes through the surface, we can see it a little bit. Hi, Mr. Easy. How are you today, friend? So... Where were we up to now? Yeah, well, that's kind of what I've been trying to do here. We have certainly down here we have a couple. We've got kind of different like lines that have been cut through, which is cool. I have played a number of games over the years. I don't really play anything at the moment except for Minecraft. I want to get this canyon like finished because we're nearly done, I think. So, I suppose I need to do something here, but I'm not finished with this section yet. So, I mean, whatever goes here is going to kind of determine what goes here. So maybe we can just kind of call this particular section kind of finished. I mean, I'm not really sure what else to do here. I mean, I obviously need to extend it this way, but that's almost going to become another build on its own. A really kind of thin, narrow canyon, I'm imagining. Kind of twisty, turny. Sorry, yes, to go back to your question, have I played anything other than Minecraft? I used to really like MMORPGers. I played a lot of them. Go back to Asheron's Call 2 was the first one I played. I played EverQuest 2, which I loved. I played that for a long time. Played Lord of the Rings Online, where I got my name. Actually, no, it's not true. I got my name in... my name comes from EverQuest 2, which is when I picked that name. Hello, Rahul! Anand, welcome. Yeah, I picked my name in EverQuest 2. I made a bit of a name for myself there. I was, at one point, the top... I had the top kills in PvP for a few months, a few weeks, I think, when the PvP server first came out. And I was part of the elite PK guild that basically owned face. Owned the noobs' faces, I should say. Wasn't really... but for fighting people who could fight, we just used to roam around and just murder noobs, so that was fun. After that I played, as I say, Lord of the Rings Online, where I ran a guild called Karn Anug, which is when I made my YouTube channel, actually. And then, you know what, I'm going to expand this out, actually. Then I went to play Darkfall Online, which probably another game nobody's ever heard of. I have had a couple videos for that one. That was a great game. I used to love that. There we go. And what happened after that? Then Minecraft came around, I think, about that time, after that. So, how are we going to do this? So I want to kind of have this, carry out this same kind of shape, but I want it to be, I know how to do it, actually. So here's how we're going to do it. So, in fact, what I'm going to do is dig out the tunnels that I want, so let's do that. Just going to fill this out with stone real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out where I want these tunnels to go. These not tunnels, but kind of gorges, I suppose. So let's kind of run these through. And I'm going to kind of join them up a bit. Actually, maybe I don't want to join them up a bit. Maybe I want to kind of have them be a bit separated. So what I'm trying to create here is kind of just a big kind of the same kind of shape that we see back there, but as you see it's getting kind of bigger and bigger, and that's kind of what I want to continue. So I'm trying to do that a little bit. So maybe I'll just kind of dig kind of more or less at random these guys around, and then just cross them kind of at random. And yes, that's what I think I'm going to do. Yeah, when I first played Minecraft, actually, I was playing mostly survival. I quite enjoyed playing survival. Okay, so we got some kind of random shape there. Looks kind of cool, actually, just by itself. Now we're going to dig some more. So let's go this way. And I'm going to come out through this way. Oh, we can see the orbs over there. We're getting closer to the orbs. I think actually we're starting to overlap. Oh no, we're not. I thought we were coming over that build, but we're not. I think I'm going to have to move the orbs actually to make room for this build. So let's bring this one over here, and we'll kind of join it in there maybe. Yes. And let's go now for this one. So we're going to bring it, first of all, I'm just going to join it in here. Have I lost the chat? I think I might have lost the chat. If you can hear me, send me a message. I'm sure that I shouldn't have not read anything for this long. Maybe you guys are just contented watching me punch the heck out of blocks and talk about video games briefly, summarily. Oh, no, I haven't lost the chat. Okay, sorry. That's embarrassing. Oh, you can't hear me. You can't hear me. Let me have a look. Is there something wrong with the Oh, trolls. Sorry, I just assumed no one had been saying anything, so I thought maybe we'd lost the chat. So there we go, this kind of shape. Yeah, I thought we'd gone down. Sorry. So there we go, we're getting kind of a cool kind of pattern here. I'm actually gonna maybe try break through here just to make this a little bit more interesting, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this kind of sequentially upwards to create a shape, an interesting shape. And what I'm actually going to do too is make this into a horrible maze. So some of these sections I'm going to just kind of put blind alleys in. Oh, this reminds me a little bit of a book I once read, kind of a high fantasy book. What was it called? Woods of Radiance, I think it's called. Really good book, but there's these very large chasms feature. Okay, and I think that looks okay for now. Actually, I need to make sure that this is done right, because once I copy it, it's going to be kind of hard to undo. So let's just push it out over this way. I do want to have roots in, of course. And let's go through here. Ki. That's kind of the Koreans write that, I think. Okay. So we could have some kind of big structures maybe on this side, or no, I'm gonna dig another tunnel into here. I'm thinking we are going to need to kind of terminate this area somehow, although there's no real requirement on sizes there. It can go for as long as we like. Boom, boom. Okay, bring this one through too. Bring it through to there, and then we'll bring it also through this way. There we go. And bring this one through too. Oh really? K's. That's funny. How do you say the K sound? The letter K in Portuguese. It's Brazil, right? Okay. So actually, I think we're going to extend it now already, and we'll keep working for now. So keep working through here. So let's bring this out. It's going to go over the other build, but yeah, who cares? It's not a big deal. So let's get that in here. Oh, sounds like I have a friend arriving. A friend. This is unexpected. I thought there was going to be a little more time before my girlfriend came back. So I'm just going to real quick finish up this kind of section, do the duplication upwards, and I think I'm going to head off. So this section I think I'll leave because this is going to be a separate section. It's going to have something different on this side, but I'm going to push back over this way and bring this out even more. So bring out to here. Actually, there's no need for this to be square, so let's bring it out to kind of here, say. Setting stone. And so that's okay, but let's push out this way a little bit more. And we're kind of, whoops, I made a mistake there, wrong button. So we'll push these out and we'll kind of terminate them. So we will end these structures at this kind of level, I think. Oh, most common breakfast. I think a lot of people just have cereal, actually. Just cereal with milk is probably the most common thing. Or toast. Toast with jam or peanut butter is very common, I think. And let's bring this one out too. And we can maybe put some extra kind of cracks on here also. Yes, and we'll figure out where this is going to go out afterwards, I think. Oops. Really going to have to get used to this this button on my thumb which changes the tab. Kind of confusing, does the Alt Tab command. Not used to it yet, so I keep accidentally switching. Alright, so let's move this one into here. Let's see what we got now. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yes, okay. So, let us now use some sneaky techers. I'm gonna fly all the way over here. And I'm gonna do a... So how are we going to do this? I suppose copy, paste, 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 paste. Ah, yes. In fact, let's keep going for now. A couple more levels. Paste, and paste. Nice, nice, nice. So let's have a quick look what this is going to look like inside. Obviously this is not going to be how it's going to look when we're finished, because I'm going to totally alleviate the straightness of this, but I've got to start somewhere. But yeah, this looks kind of cool. This is kind of what I was imagining. Now I'm going to have to be a little bit careful, because this is going to be pretty confusing if this is going to be an adventure map, so I'm going to have a think about how exactly it's going to work. But so let's go now with I'm going to do a little bit more just before I call it a day. So I'm going to do a brush, cylinder, air, 10. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to use this brush to shape the whole kind of depth of this, so we can create kind of a sloping surface. And keep pushing back for now. There we go. Yes, that looks cool. So let's go now for the same again. We'll just bring it down from here now. And here. So I'm going to basically bring this all the way down so that it reaches at the end, the very bottom level. Oh, not like that. Aha, 40 thread, 6588. Welcome. Thank you for following. Wow. Thanks, but no thank you. I get quite a lot of invites. It's a pleasure to be invited, but I don't have time for the kind of the amount of invites that I get. I'm usually only playing my my own save here. In fact, the only Minecraft that I do is on this stream, so I don't have time. But thank you. And there we go. Oh, it's quite an interesting shape actually with these cylinders. And so let's do the next one. And through here. Boom, boom, boom. That'll do, I think. And this might be close to the last one, I think. Oh. Bit of floating stuff there, but we can deal with that. Let's get rid of this one. There we go. And I guess I'll just kind of we'll take a much smaller brush now. So same thing again, but much smaller, and we'll just use this just to kind of blend in the edges here. And I know there's a big hole there on the left, but we'll deal with that another day. That's a problem for another day. We'll take out that, push this back a little, and through here. Break that bit up. Yes, get rid of that and that one. That can go. You can go. You're dead. You die. Screw you. You're gone. Forget about it. See you later. Oh, done. Okay. So we get now this kind of cool ravining effect, which, yeah, I think that works pretty well, actually. I think it's worked as a technique. I think that's worked pretty well. So I am actually going to go and break up a little bit more even. Just going to be a little bit kind of more careful targeting, just to break up these kind of cylindrical shapes and to erode the platforms kind of a little bit differently. Break up the big cylinders with smaller cylinders. Smart. Or maybe lava. Yeah, if it was going to morph into lava, yeah, it definitely could be lava that it could shift into. I'm more imagining kind of, well, I don't know what I'm imagining at this point, to be honest. I was kind of imagining kind of a dry, kind of stony gorge area. I think I might, well, yeah, I'm not sure. It's a good idea, though. I do like it as a possibility. Let's take out this section. The time-lapse camera's just not capturing anything, is it? Alright, there we go. That's cool, though. So we need to do this section. That section will probably come next. But I think, for now, I'm going to call it a day, because my girlfriend did come back. I wasn't expecting her to be back quite so soon, but I have to cook some dinner. So, thank you everybody for watching. And I hope to see you next time. Will be tomorrow morning, when I will probably continue work on this area, I think. Hey, I don't know. I'm not so sure. Maybe there's maybe lava. I'll have a sleep on it. Anyway. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. How to quit. Bye.